definitely not me.
No.
Because Brandon killed all my rolls.
And then there was a long discussion about walking into the next room and finding a large dragon.
All right.
An idea was eventually reached to try to sneak past it by creating a steam bank. And unfortunately, the literal first line of this thing's character sheet or stat sheet says steam powered. So
Yeah.
Whoever's idea that was is an asshole.
We make up for it in enthusiasm, though.
That's a good way to look at it.
you guys also saw a chained up individual in the far background who let's see, did I have Luis, did I have you roll a history check?
Yeah. You told me who the guy was, but I
So bright. Ow.
wrote it, and I wrote it down on a notepad, but I don't know where my notepad went.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. He's known as the Mink. He was he's pretty much the best general in Herdaz, but he was kind of
There he goes.
thrown out of repute sometime in the last 5 to 10 years. But yeah, so you guys activated the ancient steam-powered dragon, and
I'm so excited.
now we're gonna roll some initiative.
Can we just say no?
I mean,
God
yeah,
damn it! It literally sat on the natural 20 and then rolled because it was stuck in the corner. That's a bummer.
sounds about right.
Want to roll yours, babe?
I trust you.
Shouldn't have done that. Oh, wow, you actually rolled well. Better than me.
What's her dex?
Huh? My ducks.
Do we have to do
Hers?
rollies? Do we have to do rollies?
Hers plus
Two.
3.
Plus 3.
Oh, yeah. So now you're good. Why isn't this dragon getting added to the turn order?
Why?
Why is Pellinir not rolling his initiative?
There we go.
I did not hear that.
Because he's a fucking nerd.
Yes,
Fucking,
this is true.
He's gonna give me shit for showing up late, but then he won't roll his initiative. Oh, and he's gonna go before all of us. Fuck me.
Fuck
let's
you,
see.
Mr. Ditch Us.
Garrick, 7. Eleanor, 19. I don't need to change that. Neat. Raphael, 15. Luis.
I'm not even drunk yet.
9.
Do you see it?
Old man, also 15. Hey, the dragon. Ooh. Yeah, way higher than me. Let me see how much higher exactly. Okay. That's not so bad. That's funny. That actually makes it so that he's 1 behind Mr. Pelina. Funny. Funny. Okay. Let's start rearranging some shit. Yes, if I could. Jesus. Okay. Very cool. Starting off the turn order, we have the one-eyed wonder himself, Pelinar. There's a giant dragon in front of you. What are you doing, buddy?
Well, and I'll run this by you first. For some
okay.
odd reason, I can speak Dragonic. Can I talk to it?
You can certainly try with your made-up language that you made up in your head.
Okay, let's see here. Move up, like right over here.
You do have 45 feet of movement. Everybody remember that.
45.
Actually,
okay.
Yeah, can you manually edit that?
Really?
For movement?
Wait for
Your movement speed.
Spies.
Yeah, could
It's
you?
supposed to be 45 for everyone.
Huh?
Yeah, I can. You
Hey,
can
Molly,
override it.
Customize and
Oh, yeah.
override.
Yeah, override it to 45, everybody. So there's no confusion.
Yeah, you can override it. You go. You have to click on it and then hit customize.
Cool, cool.
No, not 0.5.
I missed I
asshole.
missed hitting the 4 by accident. I was too quick on it.
0.5 would be tough.
That'd be like being a halfling or a gnome.
No, at that point you need a wheelchair.
That's whatever the hell this slug race everybody wants to make us.
All right.
Hey, baby boy.
Okay. So what do I want to say? Guardian of the lava chamber. We mean you no harm. We come in peace.
Roll a d100.
Oh, boobs. Where am I?
This is-
Pelinar
Mark, this is close-up footage of Pelinar catching all the smoke.
wants all the smoke, nothing but the smoke. He smokes 8 packs a day.
Pelinar, you will see this dragon's large mechanical head lower itself down right in front of you. All sons of Odium are Sator's enemy.
Or
Yeah, well,
You forgot the
not much
letter.
about it.
well, I don't know who's Odium or Sator are. Really, we're just trying to get back home.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Da-da-da.
Now would be a great time for a natty 1.
Why would you curse it like that?
Well, I mean, hey, you're getting us closer to our 100th. We're not there yet. We're quite a ways away from the 100th
Mark.
natural one.
Why do you tell me the odds, my guy? It
Hey, man.
hurts me every time.
All I'm saying is you got the
All
natural,
you have
you
to
got the
do is
final
say
100.
earmuffs.
You got the
all you-
100th natural 20. It only makes sense that you end up getting the 100th natural one. That's all I'm saying.
Are you doom speaking right now? Can you don't?
Hey, man, he doesn't know how close we are, how far we are.
You're going to see it cock its head to the side. Then I shall send you home.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
Insight.
I really hope you mean that quite literally, because we don't want to fight you.
What are you doing?
Best
Please?
part is the only person who can understand this conversation is Jake, so I'm ready.
It's true. No one else knows, and I can actually have this conversation.
You're just doing growls and mechanical noises.
Everybody's watching because it's actually responding to me and like,
Hang on.
what the
Hang on.
fuck?
I'm rolling an insight check to see if I can recognize if Pelinir's having a stroke. Oh, he's having a stroke. He is having a stroke. I am concerned.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I
So-
just gestured to the rest of the group. I'm saying this. Of course, he thinks I'm having a stroke. I bet everyone else thinks I look insane.
Just a little bit.
But I can only imagine what you're thinking when the dragon actually responds to me in this made-up language, as far as you're concerned.
I mean, there is a lot of lava and fire in here, so I understand why he might smell burnt toast, but this is the wrong reason.
Evan, remember Kelso? Seriously, is someone making an omelet or am I having a stroke? Can I roll persuasion again?
Sure, man.
It's fine.
Let's see that silver
Join me
tongue.
on the natty one, and together we can rule the. Oh, god damn it!
This is not-
Ah! So are you going to actually send us home?
You got it.
Or at least tell us how to get out of here?
Hey, Marsh.
Yeah.
They check the rolls over there.
I don't know if I want to check the rules. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is what I get for not paying attention for 1 second, and now I have Evan's ire. Just I can feel the red dot sight pointed at the back of my head as the sniper he just hired got here to just say take him out.
I was gonna say sniper for hire. Brandon the other day thought I brought the rifle I just brought into the was trying to show it to people in the parking lot of the shop.
I mean,
was
yeah,
just
that
like,
sounds
no,
like you.
bro,
You sound like the
that
redneck
shit's
hick
in a
that's from his
safe.
garden in the middle of Parker.
Damn.
Well, congratulations there, Mr.
See?
Mr. Jake. I have to find art from a long time ago.
Oh shit.
Good
I
job.
hope that's a good thing.
I feel like you are like the person that makes him do this the most.
Probably.
No, Evan definitely has number one.
No, that's right. No, that's fair.
Let me just tell you, this is a title that will be very difficult to take away from me.
Third campaign, I'll find a way to do it.
This is the third campaign.
Fourth campaign, I'll find a way to do it. I forgot about the second campaign, guys.
It wasn't very long.
Yeah. But you know what is long? Fucking
My
hair
dick.
I have to grow. No, god damn it, you fucking motherfucker. This is because of you. I have a helmet of hair because of you.
Mm.
Finished my kill Garrick off, I beg of you. Give me a reason to shave.
No, you just got to get to the hot boy haircut.
Hot boy. Essex.
Archie's looking for the red dot. Don't stare directly at it. Use dumbass.
It's not.
Archie,
Where happened?
Archie, look. Archie, you dumb. Look.
He's hides where the dog can't see him.
I love when he wiggles his butt to pounce.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
It's so
So
long.
long.
Full stretch. Yeah.
Did you look into it?
Yeah,
Don't do that.
that's
It's
okay.
so good. Look at the long.
I normally have fuzzies in my eyesight anyways.
Where the fuck did you go? Oh, there.
You think if you look into a laser dot long enough, you can actually watch the eclipse without sunglasses?
Yes. Because you're blind. You missed the gallop.
Sounds like a shitty pro-life tip. Okay. Very good. And now I have to find a proper map for it. Well then.
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh my
Why do
God.
I get the feeling that we're about to change bodies again or something? I mean, the fact that I was able to, with only a +2, convince a dragon in a campaign where I am not a persuader.
It's called Luck of the Dice mostly.
It means
called
Zeph was channeling me. Or
Yeah, I was
I
about
was
to
channeling
say.
Zeph, damn it.
Zeph was channeling me. My D&D character channels me. I don't channel them. They exist in real time.
I'm the one who's made up.
It's
Are any of us
very-
really real? Maybe we're just a figment of our character's imagination.
Who
That
am I?
meta as shit.
My character has a pretty shitty imagination then.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Oh no, don't. Why? I just wanted to cuddle you. Just have too long of claws. Wow.
First thing is he.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay, that
I
is
sent you one.
monumentously too big.
It was Owen Wilson
Fuck me.
Trump from the Fallout game. I was like, I gotta send this to Marsh and Caleb since they play the game.
Is he talking in the background?
Archie, don't eat the cords. You're gonna electrocute yourself.
All right, sorry.
You don't have
I'm back.
cords?
Oh, okay.
Left.
I was dealing with the consequences of a natural 20.
Oh. Still dealing
Damn,
with
you-
said natural 20.
Yes. It's an issue, if you can't tell.
Made it
Nope.
Wow.
one
why you
turn in
bite-
the turn order,
Stop biting.
and now we're here.
Just want to give you
So-
that.
Good timing.
Ow. If you bite me again, I swear to God.
Missing from the layers here. One, two, I have a 6-player. Where are you? Oh, it's Garrick. There you go. Okay. Fan bloody tastic. Well done, everybody. Alrighty. You, Bellinar, you're gonna see this dragon kind of lull its head even closer before giving each of you a distinct long sniff.
Hmm.
Well, your threads have mixtures. Some blood of my master, others of freeing. He shall be the one to decide. As you'll watch the portal behind you shift from this kind of, it looks almost like a high storm, to instead something a bit more relaxed and kind of a greener tone to it.
Okay.
Pass through the portal.
Turn around and tell the group. He said we need to meet his master through the portal.
Do you trust it?
I vote that over fighting this thing.
Of course I trust it. Why
Did you
would I
ask
trust
who
it?
his master
Look
was?
at that face. That's a trusting face.
Helena, did you ask who his master was?
No, but that's. Shut up.
Would it happen to be a fellow by the name of... What was the name? What was the name of Wolfgang's brother? Fucking... Why is it escaping me?
It's Jackal,
Yeah,
but no.
yeah, Jackal.
I was like, I think it's Jack, but I can't say what. I just can't figure out what. And he
Mentioned
said it was
something about a Sator, and who else did it mention, Trace?
Your god,
Stormlight, yeah.
Odium.
Oh yeah, Odium. Yeah, mentioned something about Odium, and then this thing called Sator. I don't know.
Well, we've heard the name Odium before. I think we've heard the name Sator once.
Kinda sounds familiar, but I don't know it.
No, Assassin in White said something about Sator.
Oh, really?
Fairly certain, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Am I insane, Trace?
I don't think so.
Who the fuck was it? There was someone that said something about Sator.
If I were to
Probably someone when we
guess,
went
the
to fucking-
Archfey.
Yeah, probably when we. That makes sense.
Right. That's probably right. It was the Archfey. That would make sense.
Fucking
'Cause I remember
Mixy
having my whole
McSpittalick.
freak out, and then you have to be like, "No, you're thinking of Odium," and I'm being like, "Oh, that's right. No, you're right. I am thinking of Odium."
So we just have to walk through the ominous looking.
Could you ask if it's Master's Jackal?
Yeah, I turn back to the dragon. Excuse me, is your master someone called Jackal?
No. Sounds like
That was the name of the man who was working with those strange crab people.
I'm
sorry, Burnt them all before I took over this place.
Pre-changed that he was here.
I see. Oh, okay. So I turn back to the group. No, and he killed crab people, burnt them up.
Not the crab people. They taste like crab, but talk like people.
Crab people.
why are you like this?
Because I have Trace as the best friend, and he knows me too well. Come on, he tees up the joke. I have to hit the home run.
Now, I'm while I might trust this thing, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna call it a dragon, though. I like that name. It sounds good. So while I trust this dragon, I think he might be getting annoyed with our presence. So I'd say we go through that portal before it closes.
That sounds like an idea that could definitely not go wrong at all. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You had to say that.
Take the one that Jackal and his friends captured with you. He has filled my corridor with too much musk.
Of course. Do you have a name I can call you by?
Barnabas.
Barnabas?
Nice. Barnabas, okay. Thank you, great Barnabas. We appreciate your hospitality and mercy, and we will leave you in peace and take this musky thing.
Yet, for I may soon see you again.
Well, if that's the case, hopefully we meet as friends. Guys, let's get the fuck out of here. And we have to take the musky one with us.
The dead one?
Looks at Garrick.
Is it dead? I don't know. He just said it leaves behind a musk.
I was
I
assuming
think
it
it's
was a
working on
co-op.
some kind of electric vehicle or space system. I don't know.
The hell is electric vehicle?
I don't know. But it sounds like an asshole.
You see it blow a steam out each of its nostrils.
Rise in half hybrid in real life. Anyway.
What are you
All
guys
right, so-
doing?
Leaving the fuck out of here and grabbing the corpse.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over to Mr. Mink.
Okay. You go over to the mink. He is currently bound and gagged.
He's actually alive.
I'm gonna take off his binds and gag.
Ah, fucking what in the crap-tastic fuck bin happened here?
the
Well,
fuck are you?
you see, I think you were captured by this beastie. And then our friend over here, who I thought was having a stroke, seems to have lured the beastie into letting us through, and he's talking all kinds of crazy nonsense as well. So I'm still not ruling out the fact that he was having a stroke.
What's a
Fuck
stroke?
now. That ain't what happened. That fucker killed all the goddamn Pashendi that had gone all haywire and decided to capture me and my men.
Well,
Barnabas is a friend.
Capture you and your men after you fighting the boss in the.
Nah, he didn't capture me. The boss Shindy captured me. He came in. They took me to this place. He came in, burnt them all to a crisp. Didn't burn me.
Well, how about that? You think we should get him a gun of wine or two? You know.
I don't think he's
I
exactly
think he
much of a
drinks
drinker.
wine.
All right. Well, where do we go from here, mate?
I don't fucking know.
Well, let's get you topside and get you out of here.
Right.
How's the village?
Fucking on fire. Last I checked.
Well, then, Crikes, we better get up there
We're
in a
walking
hurry,
top,
ain't we,
right?
cousin?
Sure. Slowly but surely. You walk past the giant golden egg, I presume.
Yes. I'd like to investigate that as we.
Hey, do you have any Stormlight?
Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
All right.
Can I roll Arcana on it?
I'm gonna lean over to Lowell. Hey, if you want, I can maybe help you get that real quick.
Nope, ain't got shit. Distracted.
I'm interested.
Lol, as you're looking at it, you're seeing that this is an exceedingly decorative egg. There is kind of golden lattice work that goes all the way up it, and then there is a massive fucking gem on the inside. Like, huge.
Risk I reward this.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in what you have to say, Garrett.
I kind of want a high risk, high reward this meta, and I'm really thinking about it. Look, I have an ability that can basically make it look like that egg has been here for. I can show it as an illusion, more or less.
Why don't you just give me some Stormlight? I can create an exact duplicate replica.
That also will work.
Roll a stealth check, all three of you.
Yeah, I was worried
Here-
about that.
Here comes Marshall cursing me into more natural ones, and I'm gonna blame him. Oh, not a natural one, but still
Wow,
tough.
you guys are so stealthy. Hmm
I think he
You
notices.
will hear a
I
distinct
cast.
as
You
it
don't
just
want to piss
looks
off
at you.
Barnabas.
Oh, shut up!
Who's
Like you
he?
were thinking it too.
It's not
Oh,
attacking
who's
yet,
this?
but it is distinctly looking at you and blowing a
Guys,
fuck ton
I'm
of
really
steam out his
thinking about
nose.
fighting the dragon and getting a dragon egg. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please leave Barnabas alone.
His name's Bartimus.
Hey
What a
Trace, is there any chance
stupid
the buff
name.
we gave it, where we added the steam power, is there any chance that buff is gone?
Let us live. I think that's something you shouldn't repay by stealing his egg.
For an egg?
Oh, you.
Motherfucker, it is a mechanical dragon egg. Hold up. No, you do not put it as simply as you're gonna get us killed for an egg. That makes it sound horrendous.
And it
That
is
omelet would be filled with gears. Let's go.
I have two other people who think it's a great idea with me.
During
That's
this
all I'm saying.
conversation, I would like to sit and pass my wine flask to Mink, and we're just gonna sit there back and forth drinking.
Fucking space
Really?
Australians.
I think
That's
we
not
should go
really-
through this. I think we should go through this portal.
I
I
said we
vote
leave.
portal.
I've said it 4 times. We leave.
I know, I was
Seriously,
waiting
at
for
this
more
point,
of a
I'm like,
consensus.
I'm gonna look at Barnabas. They're not with us anymore. And I'm gonna run through the portal.
Well, look at Barnabas. It was actually his idea in the first place. Run through the portal.
He doesn't understand you.
I was gonna say, I don't think he speaks basic.
Hey,
Wait,
Mike.
he didn't
I'll follow-
understand
I'll
us,
follow-
but he
I'll
knew we were
follow.
talking about the egg.
I'll
You
follow
guys
it.
were gesturing.
No.
You were not being stealthy about your bullshit at all.
That's fair.
I follow Palinar.
With our rules, that's a fair thing to say.
Not with a natural 19.
oh my god.
Jesus.
But with
Okay.
Barb,
As you all go through, you will feel your gut kind of tug as you are suddenly dragged into
grab the egg
someplace
and run.
distinctly new.
Not this again. Why
As
are
you
we
come
with
through.
really accurate angels?
Have
Wait,
you-
that's
Uh,
actually angels. Wait a minute.
As you come through to the other side, you'll see a creature, very odd, sat on
what I
a
want to be
center
fair.
pedestal. As it looks over at you. Hello. Curious that you were sent through.
Our friend here is very persuasive. Points to Pelinar.
I got lucky. I
And
don't
what in
know.
the bloody
I got
hell are
lucky.
you?
Whatever.
Does our Stormlight still work here?
I like this place.
Yeah. Yeah, your magic works.
Okay.
What?
I thought there was like animation for a second. But I think
All right, whoever's got the Riz, go up there.
Yeah.
No, it is.
I mean-
it is animated.
Blue.
It's supposed
Who's
to
got
be
the highest persuasion or speech?
looping.
I'm gonna go up to him.
Oh, wait.
This is a bad idea.
Raphael with probably the highest.
This is
What's
a bad
Raphael's
idea.
persuasion?
+3.
My persuasion is +8. I would
Why have
guess.
you not stepped forward already?
Jesus.
I already said I did.
He tried,
Like 3
but then we
times.
got scared.
Trace, is this map slightly animated?
Yeah, it's supposed to be on a loop, but for some reason it's only
It
doing
like
it every once
freezes
in a
every
while.
couple of moments, but like I swear, every time I come back, every couple of moments, I
Yeah.
see like
The
No,
glimmers.
if you all
yeah,
take
I'm
a look
not
at it.
crazy.
It's
Yeah, it is.
animating for me.
Sometimes it stops.
It does occasionally lag a little, but that's
the
neat.
sigils light
Yeah,
up.
that's really fucking cool for that map. What the fuck?
But
Alright,
this is
I'm gonna
like an
step up.
angel, guys.
Meta, is this not one of the angels we spared?
Yep. Well, not one that you spared, but it's certainly
Oh,
one.
that's even worse. Is this one that we
Shit.
killed?
Nope. One that you never came in contact with.
Yeah, and I mean,
I thought we went for
just
all
saying
of
that the
them. No, we
rings in
gave up
general
on
are
that.
fucking biblical.
We gave up on it. I forgot. 'Cause we
Biblically
were like, yeah, we
accurate
already
angel,
killed 3 of
guys.
them.
And I don't. Oh, these got to be all. Are these all portals?
All right, I'm gonna walk
No.
up to him
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit him with a.
Hello there.
So,
No.
Jake, I think what those are those orbs that are surrounding us, or are they actually portals? Or are they both technically?
Give me a second.
Because my thought process, Evan is, or not Evan, Jake is pretty much the same as yours, where it's like, I think they're little orbs that if you jump into one, you'll be in somewhere else.
Handheld portals.
Yeah,
Portal.
but it's an orb.
Portal.
A borble.
Orb.
A borb.
Orb.
Gorb.
Orb.
Oh my glob.
Bork, bork, bork.
Yo, this summer edition's actually kind of good.
I still can't get over the fact that you like elderberry.
Elderflower and Kuraba.
Elder.
All right.
flower.
Father Smith of
Can I-
elderberries.
Can I actually hit this guy with a hello there now?
You truly have the palate,
Hello
little
there.
man.
That's so fucking weird. I don't know why it's not working properly. It was working before.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways,
Okay.
whatever.
My
I'm
palate's ruined. What are you talking about?
If you guys are, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You know
gonna
what?
hit him with a
As
hello
you
there.
as you hit him with the hello there, he'll say, "Oh, hello," and yeah, we'll go ahead and swap over to.
In session there, perfect. Whoa! That one does a way cooler animation.
Yeah. Again, I don't know why it's not like it's supposed to loop. I don't know why it's fucking not looping.
I think it's just Roll20 being in beta with it.
Right now, mine is perfectly animated. No stopping or anything.
Right now, mine is doing the same. No stopping.
but then it
Animation is
just
going
stops.
perfect.
Yeah.
And it just stopped.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
still
but-
going. Ah, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to just constantly loop, but it's not.
Mine
I
will
think it just
restart the
lags.
loop, but every time it gets to the end, it like stops, and then it'll restart again after a minute or two.
Yeah. Weird.
So there's
Weird.
a
Weird.
timer between it. Weird indeed. It's probably Roll20 buffering it.
All right,
So the plan is to let Pelinar talk to him.
not Pelletar.
Oh, who had the +8?
Luis.
Oh, Luis then.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out later. But yeah. In any case, he will go ahead and you'll see it go down to one arm as it kind of leans forward at you. I see why he sent you through. You have interesting threads.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Well, you know, the last time that somebody talked about threads, it was this big, furry demon thing that kept wiping his claws across me head. Are you talking about the same thing, mate?
Oh, that's
yes.
right.
He's the one
Wait,
that blamed you
did
for
I
all your
mention
trouble.
Barnabas was talking about our strings? Our
Yeah,
threads. That's it.
I see. Interesting.
Well,
Those threads killed, but also helped some of my brothers and sisters.
well, I can't speak from my threads, but I can speak for myself, and you seem like a great old goncho. Put it there, and I hold my hand out.
As you walk up and hold your hand out, you will see it's monumentous. Like its hand is probably about as big as your chest. Reach out and very lightly between two fingers. Push up and down your hand.
All right, see, we're mates now. You me goncho. What can we do you for? We seem to have come through this portal for a reason.
Yes, Barnabas is an interesting friend. All mechanical creatures fall under me, but their power wanes now if they get too far, now that I'm no longer chained.
Well, who had you chained? It doesn't sound right to me.
The sons of Tanavas.
Well, if you could point us over to these Tanavast fellas, then we could help you out for them.
Oh,
See, we're the knights, right?
yes,
I wonder how much that sways here for anything.
they were once as well.
Oh,
They
that'd be great.
came with their armor
I mean, did something.
and their weapons in an attempt to defend the refugees. But they also antagonized. It was a complicated time. It's fortunate for you that I care little about flesh, more what makes things tick.
Well, could you tell us a little bit more about this place and what makes it tick? It's a real interesting garden you have going on here.
These are called runes. They don't work so well outside of Sator's realms, but they do function nonetheless, if carefully applied.
So,
They allow me to extend influence to my most favorite creations.
and which creations would those be?
Barnabas, for one,
What exactly is Barnabas?
he is my attempt to imitate the dragons of suns and moons.
Wait, dragon?
You were right. It
I
was
got
called
the name right? I made a.
I just wanted to call them
Storm.
Reptilius Flagilius.
I call them dragons too. That's pretty crazy.
So, these dragons of the suns and the moons, they exist where you were?
Oh, yes, they were there in conjunction with my father. Seemed to be created at the same time. A dragon of the sun, of the moon, of the cosmos, and the void. You, at least your threads, killed the dragon of the void, which was quite interesting.
Well, I didn't do that. See, I've been, doing things like trying to claim the throne under my brother. I've been in jail. I've been, slave.
So, it's about the exact same time.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do not blame you for such thing. Merely enjoy understanding you. So, the question isn't so much what do I want? The question is what you want of me.
Well, for starters, well, since you seem to know most about these threads and everything else, what's tying us all together?
There are individuals who are touched by fate. They create disruptions through the use of investiture. You are the result of that investiture being applied across different universes. Your actions follow a certain logic all the way through. Thus
Oh,
far, they have latched onto those who use symbols and planes of power, of those who use light and its many wavelengths. And now you harness direct investiture brought through storms.
yes. And about these storms, I keep hearing about these desolations. What about those?
They appear to be the consequence of humanity's use of investiture. As humans gain power and do their best to find it, use it, a counterforce is created in exact proportion to what they have gained. It
So what you're
seems
saying is, the more we use our power, the bigger these desolations become.
more like the more fuel you put towards the sun, the larger and denser it is, and the greater the explosion when it finally burns out.
Right. Well, in that case, I think it's very important that we understand where we fit into this woven tapestry.
Well, you are the touchers. You create slight ripples in your tapestry, as you call it, enough to change the image. Whether that image is for the better or the worse is up to the world. But eventually, that notice will pass on to those more invested than you.
Well, I don't know how much more invested than you can get than me.
Hmm. I tell you what, why don't we play a game? And if you win, I'll tell you why Odium does as he does.
This is the most high risk, high
Oh, I
reward.
like games. Let's play a game.
We're gonna die.
Yep. I'm glad I'm not the only
Are
one
we
that's
playing
thinking it.
musical chairs with our bodies?
Yep. Probably.
Because our souls are going to get swapped around. Sorry, our strings.
I was thinking something far dirtier, so I'm glad that it's just our souls. I thought the angel wanted to sit on us.
You'll see him look around. Okay. I tell you what.
Is it just me, or did you also hear the Jigsaw music? Do you want to play a game?
That's exactly what I heard when he asked me.
Sorry, had to. Carry on.
Do.
Dude, my friend had one of the, I think it was Billy the puppet. That's the Jigsaw puppet that rides around on the bicycle. And she just got it. She's like, yeah, I put it in my room.
To play a
I'm like,
game.
yeah, all right. That definitely watches you sleep at night.
Well, not wrong there.
It was Star, so.
That's a lot of
Do you wish to play many rounds for lower stakes or one round for all of them?
all of them. All of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd like to play one round for all the stakes. That's the best way to play.
You guys.
We aren't here to play, boys. We're here to
I
stay.
hope you never go to Blackhawk. Ever again.
We're not here to play. We're here to stay.
Very well. You'll see a great many gears fall onto the ground. Do you want to play a single round of Baron's Bets, just one hand, or do you want to
Oh.
higher or lower this?
No.
Oh,
Evan doing this?
Evan, you
Oh,
can't beat
no.
Grayson higher or lower. I don't think you've ever actually won against him.
Probably not.
Do you mind if he plays a practice round to get refreshed on how to play it?
Nope,
If you did that?
nope.
You
We're
might
going
have-
higher or lower, boys.
I love you, Evan.
You guys remember how much money he lost against me in Baron's Bets?
That's why I'm like, do we want to risk it all? I kind of want to risk it all. I'm kind of in for the
Alright.
fucking ruining of a
While you're
campaign
ruminating on
tonight.
that, I'm gonna fix myself a bowl of cereal.
While it all goes downhill, she's getting cereal.
Okay. Higher or lower?
That's actually brilliant.
All right,
Best of 3.
higher.
Yeah!
Yes!
You always go higher.
We did it.
For everything, guys. Oh, that's a lot of cereal.
You'll see him lean forward. Very good. Barely, but a victory is a victory. In the beginning, when universes were created, there were forces and counterforces made to match. For every grain of matter, there too is antimatter to destroy it. And so, in the beginning, there were two made. Sator, my father, a world shaper in his own true right, left to a degree whole. And his counterforce was the feminine side. Sator was light. The feminine side was the expanse of all things in darkness. Her name, Adalausium. From her were born many worlds, including the first that your kind had come to own. The one that spawned Tanavast.
But
As Tanavast came to be, he found in him 16 compatriots. There were many years where nothing came to pass, until one simple ability was found. The ability to move between worlds. When it happened, a small scouting crew was taken to the realm of my father, and a singular weapon was taken back. Barely enough to even scratch me in my world. But it was exactly the opposite of Adalausium. So, Tanavast and his 16 others took this weapon. They found Adalausium, and they stabbed her in the heart with it. But power like that cannot be broken or destroyed, only shattered. And from it came 17 shards of true power, enough to rival even Sator. One of them was known as Odium, not the man who took it, but the shard itself. This shard was greedy to be whole again. It claims passion, but it too claims hate and every grand human emotion. He killed 5 of the other shards, absorbing their power into himself, including honor. You see, there were 2 shards that came to inhabit Roshar. Honor and cultivation. And Garrick and Varix, you feel a monumentous shock through your entire system at the name of cultivation. As you remember, amongst the strange wood creature and the muddled memories, a woman radiating elegance and power, the rawness of nature, all put into one person.
The Night Mother, maybe?
More like what made the Night Mother.
Ew.
So does mom.
As
Gonna give him a nod.
these two settled, new life came forward, emerging and evolving from the crustaceans. Honor and cultivation created first the Parshendi. They brought with them the Sprin. Sprin that could be accepted into their gem hearts and fundamentally change their form and their mind states. But eventually the humans came, refugees from other desolations, and with them came odium. And in the hearts of men, Honor found something that he could never see in the Parshmen. And odium in the hearts of Parshmen found the passion and hatred he so desired. So despite being gods of opposite sides, they switched. And through honor, your bond was made. You could access the surges. But in the end, before the final desolation, Odium killed Honor and took his shard into himself. Meanwhile, Sator lay dormant, having been broken into something of a temporary state of destruction by Tanavast himself, using one of these shards of Adalausium. As you see this, you'll suddenly see flashes of a battle scene. Left, right, there's blasts of monumentous spell power. And you'll see a god with a spiral spear stuck through him. Sator was curious about death, but it was only supposed to be maybe 1,000 years or so. Tanavast took advantage of this and mixed that spear with his shard, and then lorded over that world for nearly 100,000 years before my father finally awoke.
God damn.
That is the most fundamental story of our universes.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Not to speak out of term. You mentioned before that our threads have killed some of your siblings.
Hmm.
Is there any possible way of righting that wrong?
I have little desire to avenge or create some cosmic scale for them.
Not for revenge.
Fundamentally, they were weak enough to be killed. We must understand the mechanism by which they were. But there is little to be done. You, at least, those ones, as you all in your mind will see your counterparts from campaign
God
1.
damn it, it is that loser.
The one with the baby?
Yeah, that was the one. Oh, I wasn't 100% certain, but fuck. Do I have a connection to the child too with the thread by any chance?
Not directly, but you feel a certain fondness.
Nah, I hate kids. I'm gonna punt them off the side of the fucking cliff. Throw them into the chasm if they're too weak.
Yeah, okay, we'll just.
Oh, that means the chasm.
Regardless, such discussions are meaningless at this point. I find that I understand you well enough. You're quite lucky you won our game. If you hadn't, I would have broken you down to understand every single piece. But I will make do with such things. You may now take your choice of portal. The one behind me, the one to the left of me, or the one to the right of me. Behind you will, I fear, lead to a less than pleasant situation.
Based on, you know what? I'm gonna see what Rogo thinks. Rogo, which portal do you think? Should we go in the one that's yellow and glowy like you are?
Mm. Mm. I have no data.
We go through the red portal.
Yeah.
I mean, I just rolled for it just to see if it'd be a good enough reason to be like, hey, I rolled. Let's just go for the one I rolled for. Fuck it.
They all look.
Literally
equally
had it
exciting.
labeled 1, 2, and 3, and then if I rolled a 4, I'd re-roll it.
I'm fond of the color red.
Is this like a one-time choice thing, or
Oh, yes.
I'd like to insight the portal. What does it say to me? I mean, just
Because
for
you have chosen.
it'd just be funny if I rolled a natural.
Wow. All right.
Shockingly enough, the portal isn't really talking back to you much.
Do I count that? Do I count that on the tally list?
That is up to you. Just do not tell me where we are.
I won't tell you where we are, but I would like a group consensus on that because that was kind of for goofs, but it did happen.
I
gonna
am
say
not
no.
counting them, so
We're not counting it then.
As you guys start walking to the other portal, you'll see its head turn back to you. Do you wish to play another high-stakes game for a boon?
yes.
Absolutely.
If we lose, is it a bane?
I
Oh,
immediately
yes.
sit down and prepare to play the game again.
Is it per person or is it
I don't even want to know what the other thing is.
per person or is it one person for the group?
That is up to you. The consequences for you, I fear, will be dire.
I think we should do per person on this one.
Never tell me the odds.
And I want a group consensus per person or just let him do the fucking thing for us.
Whatever is decided, I am throwing down already.
I'm indifferent.
Same.
Babe, what's your decision? I got a yes, a sure, and a same. And an indifferent. That was not a lot of information. It's like trying to ask Jane what we want to eat for dinner.
All right, so it's for the group. Let's go, Trace. What are we doing?
How dare you? How
For
dare
the
you?
group.
Okay. It's the same shit. Higher or lower.
Lord. All right, guys.
What did you choose last time?
We go higher
Don't tell
again.
him the odds. Just don't talk to him about it. Let
Is
him
that it?
just choose the stupid thing.
Yep. That's it. That's what we choose. Okay, if
Let's
I'm ever gonna
go!
win only twice,
You always go higher.
Very good. Much more handedly won that time.
I've been
Here,
watching a 20-minute Yu-Gi-Oh! Children's card game for our lives.
you all will suddenly see a mechanical band wrap around your wrists as you'll see him just kind of almost using his fingers as some sort of instructing guiding force, as it were. I think you will find those quite useful. Try not to lose them.
I have a third eye. What did you do to me?
Can I figure out what this thing is?
Do you? By what means do you wish to discern this?
I would guess Arcana roll.
Okay, Arcana.
God damn it.
Man.
All right, you know what? I'm taking my wins and walking away. I'm just
Okay.
going through the portal now. I'm walking off.
Okie dokie. You walk on off through the red portal. Alrighty.
Fire and brimstone. We just went to the seventh circle of
Oh, that's later.
um.
angels.
If you're accurate, angels.
I think those ones are called seraphim. Seraphims, yeah. They're the ones with like the wheels.
Don't
and
you
eyes.
care, Sarah?
Okay. One person. Roll a d12.
What was that?
One person. Roll a d12.
Evan, you're the one that's in charge right now.
Ocho.
I can
I
roll
ain't
well for the
fucking mad.
I can roll
I
well
ain't
for the
even
group, but
fucking
not for
mad.
myself. For the group,
That's
We're
pretty
good.
good. Yeah, no, that's for the group.
for the group, we're good. If it's for myself, I question it.
Hmm.
We got an 8 on a d12. Average.
I would say that's slightly above average.
It goes full circle. Huh?
Welcome to heaven.
I'm just saying, I cannot trust your definition of average after that one comment.
I
You
knew
had
that was
one
going to come back.
comment one time, and I have lost all faith in what Jade believes is average.
It was one of the best fucking jokes I've ever had happen.
Oh, there it is.
Not average. What do you fucking mean?
I've never seen a call go from 1 to 100 so quick.
I mean, I have, but Jesus.
The whole entire group immediately changed
What do you mean by
directions.
The fact that you literally got up from the floor.
just laying on my back like my back hurts?
You
I
were
had to
just-
fucking get up and be like,
you were
all right, hold on. I gotta help the homies real quick.
Rip you out of your-
Make sure the homies know that this is not what the case is.
Oh boy.
I never liked when Trace laughed. It always kind of scared me.
Whenever Trace laughs, it's not good. Whenever Trace has to get up and walk away because of one of my rolls, I know I did something really good.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is interesting. That's what this is. Okay.
My favorite is the "you can certainly try,"
Certainly try.
or "are you sure you want to proceed?"
Look, if I have in-game 3 characters telling you not to do something,
If you have player characters saying not to do it, you should probably listen. Jesus, he's hefty.
He's
Shut
not
up.
hefty.
He meows at me when he fucking say
He's
that.
just a little fluffy.
Is that what we're calling fat nowadays?
Archie's not fat.
He's a fat fuck.
He enjoys his cheeseburgers. He's not fat.
He has cheeseburger.
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 I fed him today, just FYI.
Thank you.
I'll let you get him this morning, but he is.
Food.
I've gone down from 2 scoops to 1 scoop, so not that he's fat, just that we need a portion. That's all. Right, Archie? He looks so mad.
Be mad. Stay mad. Hope seethe.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You guys picked the world hopping portal, by the way.
Fucking us. We're good at doing this shit. What was the boon?
I'm assuming something to keep our strings tethered.
Music from Inuyasha.
Maybe. I don't know.
You might be right, actually.
Mad flashbacks to Kagome.
No, it wasn't a bracelet for Inuyasha. It was the necklace, right? Or the
Yeah.
bead. It was the
It
bead.
was the necklace. Sit, boy!
Welcome
Yeah.
home.
Yes.
Mother fucker.
It's so pretty.
I haven't seen this map in a long
Look at all
time.
those colors.
Oh, question.
Why do
Yeah.
I suddenly feel like being broody and listening to Nightcore?
Do we have any
know.
connections to our past self and
Oh no.
the
Oh, that's nice.
Does anybody else's
in
head
relation
hurt
to
really
colors?
badly?
I got a splitting headache.
Jake, are you
Wow.
feeling a little scatterbrained?
I mean, it feels like my mind's over there, and a little bit over there, and
Well,
also
what is
under
that?
your shoe. I don't know.
I feel hot.
I'm just sitting there staring. Why do I want to kill you so bad, Pelennor?
So, buddies, man.
I just want to rip your head off with my bare hands, and I've never wanted to do that before.
Wow. I've also got a strange urge to speak in a weird accent.
Like what? Try it. Maybe it'll work.
All right, I'll see what I can do. It sounds a little bit like this. It's making me wonder what the fuck is going on here in this world.
Oh, we get to have fun
Another
here.
group. All
We
I know
have
is I
fun
feel
here.
disgustingly nice, and I don't like it.
This was all jokes, and we don't actually feel this way. I just want you to know that.
Anyways, as you guys are looking around, you're like, yeah, you're like, this is weird. You're on a bridge. There's not too many people around. You see there's 2 people at the end of the bridge, and otherwise the sky is like literally cracked down the middle. As there's just this
World
like
ending.
strange, almost darkish red light that seems to pull in color instead of exuding it.
You can literally find the god of this world below this place.
Yeah, and currently there's what appear to be a shit ton of people up kind of around the towers and edges of this island, just blasting various color like magic blasts out into the water as massive
referring to with the color power thingy.
as massive creatures seem to just be ripping themselves out from the stone beneath.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would we be able to charge our Stormlight in this world with everything that's going on?
Nope.
Okay, just wanted to ask the question because high storms do exist in all of these worlds.
Man, it's sure inconvenient. We don't have the power to world hop, looks at fourth wall.
That is an
Only
issue.
we could do that.
So what are you guys doing?
Are we
You
just
can
supposed
do
to?
that. Actually, yeah. I think there was someone here that could do that.
There was, but operative word is was.
Yeah, I was like, I think they're dead. Or don't have the power to do so anymore.
Yeah, I'm
Or they're
gonna
not
start
conscious.
heading up to the roof.
That's right,
You-
the color print's good, but I'm not
Where all the
conscious.
blasts are coming from.
okay. As you walk forward, you will encounter 2 guards at the end of the
Do we
bridge.
feel our springs tug us anyway?
Yeah.
You feel a weird tightness in your chest.
Hello, Gonchos.
I really
How
feel
is
like
it
I need to
going?
punch you too.
You hear an incomprehensible language sent back.
I'm just gonna be like,
Yo,
us,
what's up, my
Right.
kids?
I'm just gonna kind of like point to all of us and then do a double thumbs up and be like, and then point to myself and I'll do like the walking across my arm over to there.
I
And-
want you to realize what's
Charades.
happening here. You are a dirty old man walking into a school.
Don't worry about it.
Put context on this whole thing for you.
This
At least
isn't a public school. They have nothing to worry about.
Like all of them had asked permission before kidnapping. Something weird.
Could I get Arcana checks from people, please?
Arcana check.
There it is, Evan.
Why is your mouse so far away?
Because I sit here.
Can't have shit around here.
High
I'm
roll.
missing
You're
one.
garbage.
Who am I missing? I'm missing lol. No, not missing
No.
lol. Who am I missing?
I haven't rolled.
There you go.
Come on,
I don't
Pelin.
think-
Jake
I don't think your
sleeping
Arcana is
again.
great.
I need
I don't
something.
think
from
it
you.
is either. Let's see.
You
No,
just need a
it's
high
-1.
We
So
need a high roll.
let's go, baby.
18.
Oh my god, he actually did roll an 18 minus 1.
I cooked.
Nice.
I cooked.
Fucking call.
I know, right? It happens.
You feel as if you have two ideas coming on. One of them could be potentially good for your current situation, and one of them could be potentially good for the overall situation. Which do you prefer?
You got some chicken.
Go grab some free stuff.
Don't kill us.
Which one, Jake? Current situation or overall situation?
Overall.
Okay. As you're like, hey, what is this cool band thing? You start to kind of fiddle with it. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? As you start feeling it ticking.
It's Jedi milk.
Did you buy the Jedi milk?
No, I didn't buy the Jedi milk.
didn't
You
see
told
it.
me I shouldn't,
Yeah, I told you you shouldn't. It's a bad idea.
but it was blue.
Pelinar, could I get this time a D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Can I get a D8 from you?
You don't want an airplane?
I don't want you 9/11 an airplane in my mouth, thank you.
Oh.
Open hanger.
Oh nah.
For
I
lazy.
did not cook.
Oh,
You kind
I
of
think I
did.
got cooked.
You kind of did.
Oh no.
Nope, not that one. Yes, that one. As you all pop out of the current world that you were in, and this time instead into Telene.
What the fuck did you just do?
weren't we just at a wizard school? Sorry, a spell school?
What the hell was that?
Where are we now?
I don't know. Oh wait. This is
I do know.
yes.
Where
I
are we?
recognize
Hold
this
on.
place. This is the place with the pretty lady.
Are we back
Yes,
in the
this is the place where Louise almost
Oh,
committed
no.
an awful crime on another man's wife.
It wouldn't have been a crime. She was my wife. She said so herself.
And just because you're in the body doesn't make it right.
We don't need to get down with Freaky Friday morals. Let's go.
Today's word is consent.
So what are we doing now?
You know, naming a sex bar consent's a pretty good idea.
I am going to start heading in the direction of the castle is over here, right?
Oh god, yeah.
We're in the capital
And
city.
yeah, we're gonna head
Yeah.
towards the castle.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, hey, good news is I can probably get some more answers on this stupid ring.
As you start to approach on the outskirts, you'll see pretty much everything is abandoned in here. In this world, instead, you'll see what appears to be strange reddish waves, mostly coming from the water of this world. And they kind of lap on the shore, but you're not seeing too much happening here.
Don't look at the bodies.
Much more kind of further away, as it were.
Are we in an area we've been in before of the town?
Yeah, you guys pretty much spawn right in the middle of the fucking city.
And comparatively, it's like dead right now compared to
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Something is wrong. Very, very wrong.
With the water?
Not just the water, most of everything here. Last time we were here, this town had a lot of people in it.
Can I roll investigation to see what's going on?
Sure.
Is it empty? Is there like a
Not-
couple of people?
Yeah, there's a couple people here and there.
Nope, no longer rolling.
I'll go find the first person I know. Hey, question: where is everybody at?
Hmm.
Where you should probably be. The war.
The what?
Fuck.
The war. Shash, he came up, told us that there was a desolation.
Who?
Shash.
Marshall has to smile, but Garrick has no idea.
Roll a history check. Actually, you might.
Sick. Oh, actually, I might.
Shash.
Oh my
is
god,
the-
I'm his biggest fan. I need to go get an autograph right now.
Shash is the name of one of the heralds.
Hey guys, one of the heralds is here.
Oh,
Where exactly is-
perfect. He can
This is
recharge.
Telene. Right,
He
Telenek?
can recharge us.
Yeah, this is Telene.
Yeah.
This is the realm where that pathetic man with the child lived. Speaking of which, is what was his name? Castaway still in the castle?
Oh, King Castaway? No, he's mostly out on the front lines these days. Same with Queen Jasna and most of the others.
I
Yep.
point over
Charge.
at Garrick. You're a king?
Yes, I am. Too bad I'm a slave in the other life. Oh well.
Leaving
Can't
this
be
guy
beggars,
just
can't be
confused as
choosers.
shit.
Isn't that your whole like goal?
Oh, fuck
you
no,
can't-
I'm never gonna be a king. But finding one, is he a good king?
Does well enough.
The background out of the world, just anyway. Good enough. Good enough. Maybe I'll ask him if he's worth looking at the Way of Kings. So, who rules the castle right now?
Mostly Shash acts as the regent. He is currently essentially the strategical command of everything. So
And he is in charge right now. Here, he is here.
in the castle, yes.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. We are the other heralds, by the way. Have a good one. You have no idea what that means, and that's okay.
Roll a deception check.
What?
You hear a lot of whispering between like the three people that are here.
Clout chasing, bitch!
You guys will turn around and see the mink. This shit's fucking crazy, man. What the hell's going on?
World traveling.
Life.
Fuck it. I can get down with it.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the mink.
That tells me nothing. And means nothing to me, but wonderful to meet you, Ink.
Nice. Yeah.
These are old fellows, they mink. That one you gotta watch out for. That
By the way,
one's
water
got a
talk.
fake nut. And well, that one,
The castle.
he's got like an ocular depression area.
Right. Well, sooner we get back to hood ass, sooner I could start putting the hurt on these fucking Pashendi that are taking over my goddamn country.
Way to say the forbidden word without saying the forbidden word.
Anyways, as you all approach the castle, you will see primarily there are a fuck ton of horses and various different messenger birds that are milling around the area, while you see scouts and messengers basically constantly going in and out of the castle.
A little more happening here than there was last time. We didn't even bother to ask who the fuck the war was with or what was going on.
I thought it was the spiders.
The what?
I thought it was the spiders.
What's a spider?
No, I just because the. Never mind. Continue on.
Going to castle. Going down South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Just found
Alrighty.
out today that Primus did the theme song for South Park. Just fun fact of the day.
Glorious.
South Park is a crazy time, man. They destroyed Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did.
You don't know about that? I'll show you later.
Fucking... Well, that's real sad. Okay. Yeah, well. It was worth a shot. Okay. Cool. As you all walk in, you'll essentially be bumped by a couple people who are like going in and out. As you'll see in the central room, a big ass table with a map of the area and a individual who's probably about 7.5 feet tall. Very long, lean build to him. Skin that's almost kind of a palish silver. Hair long and white, almost seem to glow softly as it's tied back. And just these almost ridiculously pale blue eyes that seem to be just constantly scanning.
Nice. It's the
What?
Muad'Dib.
Who wants to talk to him?
Oh,
Not it.
Fuck it.
You have the charisma, man. You
No, I
want the-
fucking don't.
you got the luck with it, though.
One good roll charisma does not make. I have +2 to persuasion.
I believe in you.
For
Take my power.
reference,
I'll give you the Gohan style, only one hand.
survival, perception, insight, and animal handling. I have +8 on.
animal handling. Sorry.
What?
I have plus
Bitches
15
love me.
flashbacks, so-
Literally. All right. I'll talk to him.
Okay. You go up. What are you saying?
You want some?
Tonight we ride Shai Halud. No, I'm just kidding.
Die Hard.
You what?
You what?
Only hard. Die hard.
Die. Well then, Mr. Hard.
Shit. What should I ask him, guys? Like, do we want to go join the war? Or do we want to get the fuck out of here? A little drunk. I'm sorry. Anyone? No? Should I just ask him to make us a pizza? Like,
What do you want to do?
I don't fucking know. So I'm consulting the group.
Yeah.
Trying to be a team player here.
Hmm?
Does this man have any kind of sprint with him?
Oh no. Heralds don't have sprint.
That's horrifying to think about. What do you fucking mean?
Aren't we
They
here?
have honor blades
No,
that mimic our surges.
we're knights.
They were bestowed upon them by Honor himself.
I pull out my storm charges.
So where's your
what?
shard blade?
Not my chart. My stormlight charges.
Do you
My
have
what I
any?
call-
Or
yeah, I'm not. My orbs. Thank you. My empty orbs.
Okay.
Sphere. Sorry.
Your
My empty
spheres.
spheres. Thank you. That's what they were called.
DMC made it go from spheres
Like too many
orbs.
games, and it gets all little wires crossed. I'll pull out one of them and kind of like hand it to him and see if something happens.
Hmm. Oh. Well, would you look at that? We have knights joining us. Hello. How are all of you?
Do we understand him?
Oh, yes. He's speaking Rashard. No, well, he's speaking Alethi, but it's kind of like an old
It's
ass
like-
Alethi.
It's like listening to like Spanish from ye olden Spanish and being like,
Yeah.
I can kind of translate it.
Yeah, like I get it.
So we're fighting a war today? Is that on the agenda?
Did you come to fight the desolations here?
What is the war that you are fighting?
You fuck with the war? Right, I have to. Sorry. I don't mean to
Oh,
be.
I'm fighting the desolations
That's weird, man.
themselves.
That's weird. Also,
Unfortunately, I am no longer particularly welcome on Roshar, so I help out where I can, namely here.
Why not?
I did something a long time ago that broke me and many of my compatriots, and since then, it has been a very long road to find myself. If I were to return, I fear Odium would find me nearly immediately, and my services would be rendered something moot.
Is there anything that you can tell us about our world that we might not already know? You were alive
Being
long
an
ago.
Arch Radiant.
Like anything about the Knights Radiant or the Way of Kings? Urithiru? I think I can say that word now, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
can. I believe I was able to say it when we got there.
the desolations. High storms.
There is much I could potentially tell you, but I fear much of it is muddled and perhaps wrong by now.
Do you know anything
I
about the Truth Seekers?
They were one of the Radiant Orders.
Anything else?
If you
Mhm.
got to be really advanced at it, you could see fragments of the future.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Well, he was in
And
our world, right?
And he was
That's where
banished.
he's from. Does he know if during our Parshandy war, did we win?
What do you mean?
Since we have a whole war going
He
on.
can't see that future
But he came from our world
in the
past.
past.
Oh, but it happened once before, right? The Parshandy rising up
oh yeah,
in the past.
many times. Years and years of desolations.
How did you guys solve that the first time?
We had the Heralds and many Knights Radiant, and we fought them. And the fused returned again and again, and we fought them again and again. And
We need to break the cycle.
That's why
Well-
I'm trying to see what they did in the past to see if we can have different actions in the future.
you see him kind of sigh as he looks at you all. I suppose to understand the mechanics of the Oath Pact would help in understanding everything else. Long ago, there were 10 of us, our leader being Jezrien, the King of Kings. We had the desolations come upon us as honor began to take our side and assist us with bonding Spren. Odium, using the counteractive forces of the desolations, proceeded to take the Parshindy and other Spren along with them. There is another place near Roshar called Braze. Something of a hell. Odium took certain Spren, the ones who hated humanity the most, and he infused them with strength and personalities and made them immortal. So, whenever one of them would go into the gem heart of a Parshendi, the fused would take over them completely. And when that Parshendi died, they would be sent to Braze, and then they would return to Roshar shortly thereafter, and the cycle would continue. We were losing, despite having the surges and despite having Knights Radiant. We needed a solution. So we went to honor. And we made an oath. One that us 10 would be given powers and immortality as well. But whenever we died, we would be sent to Braze and act as conduits to lock away the fused so that they could not return. This is why there began to be pauses between desolations. If we won the war, we were to willingly return. If we lost, then we would die, be returned, and then come back to fight again. So the question is, why wouldn't a pause between desolations last forever? Because despite being the seals, we still had physical bodies, and the heralds could be tormented. Those Spren, the one of the fused, brought chains and searing pain to us for years at a time. In the beginning, we had conviction. We lasted nearly 400 years before one of us broke. But as soon as one of us breaks, the seal shatters along with it. And so we were sent back, and a new desolation began again. This happened for years and years, until most of the heralds had broken, their minds shattered from many thousands of years worth of torture. Thus, at the end, there was barely 6 months between desolations. Humanity had no time to recover. Until the final one, whereupon only one of us died. The one who wasn't even supposed to be in the Oath Pact to begin with. Telenelot was sent back alone 4,000 years ago. And he held the seal for all that time. That was until the enemy found a workaround. Understand this. Though he may appear broken, Telenelot did not break. The enemy cheated.
Sounds familiar.
How did they cheat?
I don't know. I just know Talon did not break.
And he's still there then, right? As
No,
the
Reminds
was
me a lot of
released.
Claudius and Kaladin.
He was released. He was the Herald of the Desolation this time. You would have recognized him. Nearly as tall as I am, twice as stocky. Makabaki black skin, long black hair, and a
That was the one
blade
that we met in
the
that
one
looked
that
like a
Nolan
shard.
and I found in
from
the prison.
prison.
Yeah. And because he kept going on about how the desolations were coming, right? When we talked to him.
Yo.
This makes so much more sense now.
Dots are starting to connect little by little.
I don't know what state Telenelot was in, but if you could bring him out of it, across the entirety of our universe, Telenelot can win against anyone in a 1v1.
1v1 me, bro. Sorry, I had to.
In single combat, he was by far the greatest.
Oh boy.
Well, when we saw him, he wasn't in the best of shape. But do you know how we could bring him out of that?
I do not know. 4,000 years of torture. I experienced maybe half that amount before our oath pact was broken. I can't even imagine.
And how did your oath pact get broken again?
We decided not to go back at the end. There was no honor there to keep us in check, so we decided to leave.
Huh.
I couldn't stand to stay on Roshar, so I pushed about as far to the edge of the Cosmere as I possibly could. I found myself stuck in a small tavern, met some good friends who eventually helped me back. And once I remembered myself, I could not return, so I came here instead.
And I'm assuming the rest of the heralds are scattered across different countries and planes, since they can't return to Roshar.
By the way, your
Either.
book came up in a story about slaying a god named Jarud. What's that about?
Darude? Sandstorm? What?
No, Jarud.
I know. Dude.
That would mean the only remaining heralds would be the one that we met at the prison.
I'm
At
not
least
sure
Rosharan, or is
what
that the right name? Rosharan?
I'm not
Rashad?
sure what happened to many of the heralds, but upon leaving their blades alone and casting off any of their powers, many of them were lost and very difficult to detect.
Wait, if you have the blades that give you power, would that reconnect you with your old self? So could that be the way that we could help out I can't pronounce his name.
Tanabast?
Tanabas?
Lancelot. To
Lancelot.
Lancelot.
Or you said
Town.
Tana, my brain immediately went to
Would that-
Tanabast.
For his name, yes. Would that be a way to reconnect him back to his old self, snap him out of it?
He should have had his blade when he returned, but no, I fear there's no one good solution to bring him back to normal, nor many of the others.
Hey, Lo,
Most
where did you get that extra blade at, by the way?
He has an extra blade?
He has an extra shard blade. His brother has a shard blade that he got for him.
I thought that was Luis.
There's 2 different shard blades in that. We've seen them both. Luis has wielded 2 different ones.
they you realize that Sprint can change shape.
Am I wrong in thinking it's 2 different ones? Because it's 2 different people?
No, it's just one blade. it's
Okay.
Roga the whole way.
My bad. I thought he had a blade that he had. Well, actually, his blade is still stolen, though, right? Am I wrong there?
No, it was
Fuck me. Where am I getting fucking destroyed in my brain?
no because there was
There's a wild
a
thing. Don't worry about explaining it. We're where we're at now, and I have the information I've got.
no. But in any case, you'll see him kind of look. I believe that most have remained on Roshar or some of the similar adjacent planes, perhaps Shadesmar. But no, it's I need to look up a fucking name before I say it.
I think we got, just for our characters, we all have heard the whole, Jesus.
Here's my notebook.
We've all heard all of the heralds' names and like the rough premise of their right?
Roughly. Just trying to find out the right name.
BB names.
The
Of course you.
okay. I'm not completely certain of if there's anything that could bring him back to normal outside of time and the ability to heal it in his brain, but all I know is that there was one order of Radiant that wasn't like the others, and were the reason that we were actually able to create the Oath Pact in the first place. And that's where the bondsmiths, specifically Ishtar. Ishtar is, as all you guys know, the Herald of Luck.
Hmm.
If you were able to find him, or if you had a bondsmith of your own, perhaps you could create something new or helpful in some way.
All right,
Do
is
we
anyone
have
here a bondsmith? No, I know.
New.
Not yet, anyway.
At the moment, you do know a bondsmith, though.
It's obviously Dunny, guys.
It's
Who do
Mr.
we know that's
Dalinar.
Oh, yeah. Last that we heard of him, he was making a spring pact with the Stormfather.
Correct.
Well, that's a note.
Well,
That's really
that's
good
something
stuff,
that
actually.
we should definitely tell Delinar when we see him next.
We'll probably be back pretty soon, hopefully.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to remember many of the exact details regarding it, but research the unmade.
The unmade.
Unmade, yes. There were 10 of them, and they were, if I remember correctly, made as the counterparts to us.
Are they on the side of good?
Odium. They're on Odium's side. In any case, I don't exactly see an else color amongst you, so what are you looking to do exactly?
Try to get home. Probably step one there, honestly.
Would
You'll
be a
see.
good place to start.
His eyes narrow. Well, though only usable once a day and 3 times, it appears as if you have the means to do it around your wrist.
Me?
All of you.
The bracelet.
That's right.
Do we just click our heels 3 times? Think of home?
Oh, it's like a concert. You got to show it to someone.
No, it's go Power Rangers. We all have to do some Super Sentai fucking pose and we get teleported back.
It's
Can
not
I
time.
channel? Can I have Rogo channel through the wristband?
There you go, buddy.
To what end?
Do what?
I don't know. Power up my shard blade, maybe?
No, I'm just.
You know, like Mega Man sword, that shit?
So the wristband is what you use to get us here, right? Lol, Luis?
It was
Who did
Pelinar.
everything? Eleanor.
Delinar.
Right?
What am I doing?
You
That was
used
how
the
we got here?
bracelets to get us here, right?
And you did what to do that?
Convince the dragon. And then we talk to an angel.
Yes, I was there for that. You know what? Fuck it. And I'm just gonna fucking.
Okay.
Put it.
As you go ahead and twist it, go ahead and roll a d8.
Now we go to hell.
I'm not even as drunk as I was last week.
Okay. Um. Let's just cut this in 3, or 4. Roll a d4 for me.
I don't like that. So when he starts asking for more than one die, it gets a little more worrisome. He's got like a tab on his side of his fucking or a folder open at every time. It's got like there's 8 different things here. Click on that folder. There's 4 different things here. Click on that folder.
Roll a d10, please.
Click on that folder. Roll 10 different things here. Or 10 is a reroll. Now I'm going to get obscure. What's the next one? RD.
Nope, you're good.
No, you're lying to me. Here it is. Ah. Close than I was. Where doth we end up?
As you feel your guts wrench and you're suddenly
What?
feeling the world disappear around you, you will go ahead and feel yourselves fall into ankle-deep water that is quite warm.
Hey, did you open your bag when we were traveling?
No, that's concerning. Where the hell are we? What the fuck is this? I've not seen this map before, and that's Marshall saying that.
Does this look like home to anyone?
No, not home.
Where
But-
strings tug us in any direction.
Nope, not even a little.
Does the water have bubbles somewhere around us, like a big?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Roll a perception check.
Oh my god, wait, did we actually end up?
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't roll tonight, but
Hey.
it-
You rolled 2 real good ones.
yeah,
Nice.
Raphael, you're like, man, this place feels a little bit familiar, but not quite. What's going on here? Now, suddenly you look over to the right. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hi, I'm right here.
Why is it?
Oh
Oh
no. You
There's
don't
a
like oh no.
big ass storm front coming directly for you.
Hey guys.
Pull the
I'm
next
just
one.
gonna
Someone else do it.
point-
I grab your wrist and I fucking do yours.
You asshole. Let me at least twist it. It's
Uh,
mine.
Before you do, you get to sense you're back on Roshar.
Oh.
That's the high storm that the Stormfather sent.
Pissed. God's he's pissed.
Well, bright news, we are on Roshar. Bad news, as I'm pointing at the giant clouds rolling in.
We're gonna die.
That might be an issue. But if we pull our bracelets again, we'll go to a different plane. But we need to be
Oh,
here.
this one again.
no, let's not do that. Let's stay here and find cover.
Also, just roll a nature check, folks.
Hey, I rolled higher than 10.
Okay. Well,
I didn't know that
Louise.
was allowed.
Oh, you rolled the 8. No, you didn't roll the 8. You rolled a 7. I rolled a 7. You rolled an 8. What the fuck?
Lol, Luis, you're both like, oh shit, we're on Roshar. Oh shit, we're in the Pure Lake. That's neat.
What's that?
It is a monumental fucking place.
Oh shit! I know where we're at. We're like dead center of the map, aren't we?
Wait,
Yep.
zoom in. Is my homeland near here?
Up here.
No.
Unfortunately, I am gonna have to go to bed though. I've pushed
Right.
myself to pretty much my limit the way I feel right now.
Okay, go to bed.
And my medicine's starting to wear off, so I've been muted and hacking for like
Did you
20
hurt
minutes.
yourself? What happened?
He's just sick.
No, he's just
Oh,
sick.
I've got like a respiratory viral thing going on. So I've been
lots of tea.
I had to take the day off work and I've been on medication and sleeping all day so that I could stay up, but I am hitting my breaking point.
I just
Yep.
Feel
realized
better soon. Drink lots of tea with honey.
we
Will
went
do.
from
Y'all have a good
Night.
night.
Good night.
we ended up so far when we ended up getting
Wait.
teleported.
Isn't Rock's hometown near here?
We're actually
No.
not far from Ethereum.
Oh wait, he's in mountains, right?
Yeah, Rocket's over here. As Homeland Army.
But
Horny
we-
For
repeats.
some reason, I felt like someone's like home region was somewhere right next to this lake.
Yours is up here ish.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing.
Lull is from Yakaved over here.
I'm from a left car.
Um,
Mhm.
Is anyone from Rushy Isles?
No, but they are relatively close to you.
Interesting.
So interesting point of order. Since you guys are back here, it's actually not too far away from there. It'd only take one Stormlight charge for you guys to get back to Uruthuru if you wanted to.
Anyone got some Stormlight?
I could give
You don't have.
some.
I just checked yours. You don't have any Stormlight left.
I have
I
15.
have,
You're not fully charged. That's your
Yeah.
empty ones.
I have
Oh.
Stormlight.
I was gonna say if I have any to spare, I'll
I
give
was like,
it.
the only reason I know is because I have all mine empty and they're the same kind of currency you have.
But also, you're the person who has to use the Stormlight.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'll throw over a charge.
okay.
Oh my god, we actually have sub.
Sweet.
Cool.
Give it back.
I think I have. Is it passage? What's mine?
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
I think
Regardless,
it's-
You're good. We got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
you yeah, basically for every about 500 miles, it's a Stormlight level for you to teleport the group. So
Gotcha.
cool.
Holy shit.
Yeah, welcome back. You guys are in Uruthuru again.
Man, what a trip.
I don't even think we
We-
finished what we set out to do completely, but
What did you
damn.
set out to do?
Really just had an adventure for a couple of days, but fuck me.
I think we did that.
As you guys are looking around left and right, you're like, what the fuck happened to the mink?
Oh,
Wait a minute, where did he go?
did we lose him? In the water?
He's back on
Oh.
another fucking realm or whatever.
No, he was in the Pure Lake, but
Okay.
He just dipped.
evidently.
Whoops. I hope that wasn't my fault.
No, that was
Okay.
him legitimately sneaking away with a natural 20 stealth.
Well,
I thought it was something for like only people with Stormlight can
suspicious.
travel together or something, and I was like, uh-oh.
No, he just fucked off. Alrighty,
Well-
well, you guys are back to home base. Congrats.
First
going to
state
my
of
room to
business,
sleep.
Charge our spheres,
I'll
and
do that
then second state of business, check in with Delinar to let him know the news.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. God, that'd be a good idea, actually, yeah.
As you're going in, you're kind of looking over, and you'll see a couple of interesting things. Firstly, there's a really, really old-looking man who is with a kind of delegation.
Does he have fancy eyebrows?
No, he just has old man eyebrows.
Brandon.
Don't hate.
Lowell, interestingly enough, though you don't recognize the old man or his two like direct attendants, you do, however, recognize two of the other ones who are behind him. They were local Yakaveti noble household members, as it were. And as you kind of go up and ask about it, you'll see a person. Oh, yeah, the Yakavad Civil War came to its end, and old Teravantian there, he ended up being pretty much the only person left who was qualified to do it, so they made him king.
Who was that?
He was the king of Carbronth. You know.
Caravangian.
Yeah.
Swell guy.
The
How do you know him?
that was more Jake. Yeah, he they were a vassal state of Yakaved, so he was around and everybody else pretty much died, so there he is. He was the only one of the states so far who has agreed to meet with Dalinar so far.
Is that good news?
I don't know if that's
One
good
more.
news yet.
It's news.
It's news. That's for sure.
Big good news.
Big good news.
There's something in my eye and it hurts so bad.
Blink.
I have been. I don't want to frog blink on camera though. That makes me look like an idiot.
Who cares?
I care.
Why do you care what people think?
Pride.
I'm clipping this right now.
You've been flashbanged.
No, why would you do that?
Flashbang.
Well, Trace.
Yes.
No.
Flashbang.
Oh God.
He's so peaceful. Don't make him get all zoomy.
Zoomies. Christ, why the fuck is the goddamn thing so fucking fuck? I wasn't expecting you guys to actually get
Trace,
back
was
by
that a
today.
chance? Were you just cursing us?
What we did.
So. No, I'm complaining. No, in any case, as you all kind of watch the Teravangian delegation begin making their way in, you'll, more specifically you, Garrick, will hear a well, now it seems like a good time. As all of you will suddenly feel a connection from Garrick's ring as you
No.
snap yourself back into what appears to be a vision.
Mm.
This, and you all hear this voice at the same time, was 33 years ago.
How the fuck does he know this? He fucking hasn't been here that long. Fuck him.
Great shit when you could connect to somebody's memories that are finally free.
Great.
So what does that ring do exactly?
Don't worry about it. He asked for a cursed object in one campaign and it finds its way back onto your character 2 campaigns later.
As long as you don't put it in our campaign.
Even though you've learned your lesson and you can't get a choice.
No good deed goes unpunished.
No good joke ever left without a punchline.
You guys still haven't found Jasor in this one. Anyways, you guys will suddenly see the scene completely shift as you're immersed. A third party watching what is occurring. You see Dalinar dance from one foot to the other in the morning mist, feeling a new power. Oh, actually, that is too far. That is 1 chapter 2. God damn it.
We'll
How
just
dare you.
retcon that, erase it from the books.
Meanwhile, in reality,
Meanwhile,
why I
at the Hall of Justice.
We could have drank the
Wheels, guys.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the exact chapter on hand because I thought you'd be fighting a dragon right now instead of natural 20ing and talking to fucking angels and heralds.
Well, Sugma what? Sugma dick. Bofa what? Bofa
Mhm.
D's nuts.
This is 34 years ago.
Wow, way to be exact, stupid ass wolf.
Rock buds crunched like skulls beneath Dalinar's boots as he charged across the burning field. His elites pounded after him, a hand-picked force of soldiers, both light-eyes and dark. They weren't an honor guard. Dalinar didn't need guards. These were simply the men he considered competent enough to not embarrass him. Around him, rock buds smoldered, moss, dried from summer heat and long days between storms this time of year, flared up in waves, setting the rock bud shells alight. Flame sprint danced among them, and like the sprint itself, Dalinar charged through the smoke, trusting his padded armor and thick boots to protect him. The enemy pass, on the north by his armies, had pulled back into the town ahead. With some difficulty, Dalinar had waited so that his elites could bring up as a flanking force. He hadn't expected the enemy to fire this plane, desperately burning their own crops to burn the southern or to block the southern approach. Well, the fires can go to damnation, Dalinar thought. Though some of his men were overwhelmed by the smoke or the heat, most stayed with him. They'd crashed into the enemy, pressing them back against the main army. Hammer and anvil, his favorite kind of tactic, the type that didn't allow his enemies to get away from him. Dalinar burst from the smoky air. He found a few lines of spearmen hastily forming ranks at the southern edge of town. Anticipation spren, like red streamers growing from the ground and whipping in the wind, clustered around them. The low town wall had been ripped down in a contest a few years back, so the soldiers had only rubble as a fortification. A large ridge to the east made a natural windbreak against the storms, which had allowed this place to sprawl out almost like a real city. Dalinar bellowed at the enemy soldiers, beating his sword, just an ordinary longsword, against his shield. He wore a sturdy breastplate and an open-fronted helm, iron-reinforced boots. The spearmen ahead of him wavered as his elites roared amidst the smoke and flame, shouting in a bloodthirsty cacophony. A few of the spearmen dropped their weapons and ran. Dalinar grinned. He didn't need shards to intimidate. His spearmen, like a boulder rolling through a grove of saplings, his sword tossing blood into the air. A good fight was about momentum. Don't stop. Don't think. Drive forward and convince your enemies that they're as good as dead already. That way they'll fight less as you send them to their pyres. The spearmen thrust their spears frantically, trying less trying to kill, more trying to push away this madman. Their ranks collapsed as too many of them turned their attention towards him. Dalinar laughed, slamming aside a pair of spears with his shield, then disemboweled one man with a blade, deep in the gut. The man dropped his spear in agony. His neighbors backed away at the horrific sight. Dalinar came in with a roar, killing them with the sword that bore their friend's blood. Dalinar's elites struck the now broken line, and the real slaughter began. He pushed forward, keeping momentum, shearing through the ranks until he reached the back, then breathed deeply and wiped ashen sweat from his face. A young spearman wept on the ground nearby, screaming for his mother, as he crawled across the stone, trailing blood. Fear spren mixed with orange, sinewy pain spren all around. Dalinar shook his head and rammed his sword down into the boy's back as he passed. Men often cry for their parents as they died. Didn't matter how old they were. He'd seen graybeards do it, same as kids like this one. He's not much younger than me, Dalinar thought. Maybe 17. But then Dalinar has never felt young, regardless of his age. His elites carved the enemy line in two. Dalinar danced, shaking off his bloodied blade, feeling alert, excited, but not yet alive. Where was it? Come on. A larger group of enemy soldiers jogged down the street towards him, led by several officers in white and red. From the way they suddenly pulled up, he guessed they were alarmed to find their spearmen falling so easily. Dalinar charged. His elites knew to watch, so he was rapidly joined by 50 men. The rest had finished off the unfortunate spearmen. 50 would do. The crowded confines of the town would mean Dalinar wouldn't need more. He focused his attention on one man riding a horse. The fellow wore plate armor, obviously meant to resemble shard plate, though it was only of common steel. It lacked the beauty, the power of true plate. He still looked like he was the most important person around. Hopefully that would mean he was the best. The man's honor guard rushed to engage, and Dalinar felt something stir inside him, like a thirst, a physical need. Challenge. He needed a challenge. He enraged the first member of the guard, attacking with his swift, brutal ferocity. Fighting on a battlefield wasn't like dueling in an arena. Dalinar didn't dance around the fellow, testing his abilities. Out here, that sort of thing gets you stabbed in the back by someone else. Instead, Dalinar slammed his sword down against the enemy, who raised his shield to block. Dalinar stuck in a series of quick, powerful blows, like a drummer pounding a furious beat. Bam, 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 bam. The enemy soldier clutched his shield over his head, leaving Dalinar squarely in control. Dalinar raised his own shield before him and shoved it against the man, forcing him back until he stumbled, giving Dalinar an opening. The man didn't get a chance to cry for his mother. The body dropped before him. Dalinar let his elites handle the rest. The way was open to the Bright Lord. Who was he? The High Prince fought to the north. Was it some important Light Eyes, or didn't Dalinar remember hearing something about a son during Gavilar's endless planning meeting? Well, this man certainly looked grand on that white mare, watching the battle from his helm's visor. Cape streaming around him. The foe raised his sword and helm towards Dalinar in a challenge accepted. Idiot. Dalinar raised his shield arm, pointing, counting at least one of his strikes to have stayed with him. Strikers to have stayed with him. Indeed, Jenin stepped up, unhooked a short bow from his back, as the Bright Lord shouted in surprise. Jenin shot the horse in the chest. Hate shooting horses, Jenin grumbled as the beast reared in pain. Like throwing away 1,000 broams into the storming ocean, Bright Lord. I'll buy you 2 for when we're finished with this, Bright Lord said as Dalinar said as the Bright Lord tumbled off his horse. Dalinar dodged around the flashing hooves and squeals of pain, seeking the fallen man. He was pleased to find the enemy rising. They engaged, sweeping at one another, frantic. Life was about momentum. Pick a direction and don't let anything, man or storm, turn you aside. Dalinar battered the Bright Lord, driving him backwards, furious and persistent. He felt like he was winning the contest, controlling it, right until slamming a shield at the enemy, and, in a moment of stress, felt something snap. One of the straps that held the shield to his arm had broken. The enemy reacted immediately. He shoved the shield, twisting it around Dalinar's arm, snapping the other strap. The shield tumbled free. Dalinar staggered, sweeping with his sword, trying to parry the blow that didn't come. The Bright Lord instead lunged in close and rammed Dalinar with his shield. Dalinar ducked the blow that followed, but the backhand hit him solidly on the side of the head, sending him stumbling. His helm twisted and the bent metal biting into his scalp, drawing blood. He saw double, his vision swimming. He's coming in for the kill. Dalinar roared, swinging the blade up in a lurching wild parry that connected with the Bright Lord's weapon and swept it completely out of his hands. The man instead punched Dalinar in the face with a gauntlet. His nose crunched. Dalinar fell to his knees, sword slipping from his fingers. His foe was breathing deeply, cursing between breaths, winded by the short, frantic contest. He went to his belt for his knife. An emotion stirred inside Dalinar. It was fire that filled the pit within. It washed through him and awakened him, bringing clarity. The sounds of his elites fighting the Bright Lord's honor guard faded, metal on metal becoming clinks, grunts becoming merely distant humming. Dalinar smiled. Then that smile became a toothy grin. His vision returned as the Bright Lord, knife in hand, looked up and started, stumbling back. He seemed horrified. Dalinar roared, spitting blood and throwing himself at the enemy. The swing that came seemed pitiful, and Dalinar ducked it, ramming his shoulder against his foe's lower body. Something thrummed inside him. Dalinar, the pulse of battle, the rhythm of killing and dying. The thrill. He knocked his opponent off balance, and then went searching for his sword. Dim, however, hollered Dalinar's name and tossed him a poleaxe with a hook on one side and a broad, thin axe blade on the other. Dalinar seized it from the air and spun, hooking it around the Bright Lord's ankle, and then yanked. The Bright Lord fell in a clatter of steel before Dalinar could capitalize on this. 2 men of the honor guard managed to extricate themselves from Dalinar's men and come to the defense of their Bright Lord. Dalinar swung and buried the axe head into one guard's side. He ripped it free and spun again, smashing the weapon down on the rising Bright Lord's helm and sent him to his knees before coming back and barely catching the remaining guard's sword on the heft of the poleaxe. Dalinar pushed forward, holding the poleaxe in 2 hands, sweeping the guard's blade into the air over his head. Dalinar stepped forward until he was face to face with the fellow. He could feel the man's breath. He spat blood draining from his nose into the guard's eyes and then kicked him in the stomach. He turned towards the Bright Lord, who was trying to flee. Dalinar growled, full of the thrill. He swung with the poleaxe in one hand, hooking the spike into the Bright Lord's side, and then yanked, dropping him once again. The Bright Lord rolled over and was greeted by the sight of Dalinar slamming his poleaxe down with both hands, driving the spike through the breastplate and into his chest. It made a satisfying crunch as Dalinar pulled it out, bloodied. As if the blow had been a signal, the honor guard finally broke before his elites. Dalinar grinned as he watched them go, glory spin popping up around him as golden glowing spheres. His men unhooked short bows and shot a dozen fleeing enemies in the back. Damnation, it felt good to best a force larger than your own. Nearby, the fallen Bright Lord groaned softly. Why? The man said from within his helm. Why us? Don't know, Dalinar said, tossing his poleaxe back to Dim. You don't know? The dying man said. My brother chooses. I just go where he points me. Dalinar gestured towards the dying men, and Dim rammed his sword into the armored man's armpit, finishing the job. The fellow had fought reasonably well. No need to extend his suffering. And with that, we'll go ahead and pick up with the rest of the vision next week.
Brutal.
Yeah, I kind of expected this, considering the wolf wanted to wait on it.
That was
Yeah.
fun. That was a good story.
At least we didn't die.
The ring, dude.
Another week we survived.
For now.
For now.
Hey man, we always find ourselves in the stupidest situations within like 2 weeks of each other.
I was still surprised that
That's the truth.
We talked our way
you
out
just
of it.
talked your way out
Yeah,
of a dragon
we have
fight.
weird specialties of doing that when we don't need to.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. Good night.
Good night.